Okay, so I made a video almost a year ago ranking stands and specs in AUT, and it got a lot of views, but people were not satisfied. So I decided to fix the current tier list based by your comments. Same as before, I will rank the characters based by both PvE and PvP, and I give more weight for PvE than PvP while ranking, simply because the best thing in AUT is the PvE. There was only one comment on Candy Cutlass saying it's OP with good trait, but nobody else complained or gave good examples of why it should be ranked higher, so I'll keep it the same rank as before, B. Golden Universe said, why is Mero in D tier? Her PvE and PvP are amazing twin. She got 200 damage field combo and useful AoE moves. Bro, what you doing? Change that shit. Honestly, he wasn't the only one that said that, but most of the people complained Mero being low on PvP, not PvE. So I will still put her on D and make it C for PvP. No one complained about my ranking on C Moon, so I will keep it the same, B. For Down, there was only one or two people that complained about Down being low on PvP, so now I'll give him A for PvP and put him on A. Also for Nocturnus, nobody complained about my ranking on him, so he'll also go on B. For D4C, there was only one person that suggested me to make it so D4C is S for PvP instead of A, but that's just one person, so I'll keep it the same, B. For the world, Cool said that the world not being on S is wild, and Schreier said it's definitely A but not S. Now, I don't want to give the world such a high rank, so I'll say A for PvP and I will put him on B also. Silver Chariot, Sticky Fingers, The Hand, Magician's Red, Anubis, and Gold Experience. Same here, nobody complained about them at all, so I'll just put them on the same tier. Last time I ranked Gojo, I said he's S for both PvE and PvP. Reading people comments, I decided to still keep him on S, but I will lower his PvP to A. Killua. I haven't seen people complain about my ranking on Killua, but I still changed my mind. Last time I ranked him on D in PvP, and I take it back. I will make it C for PvP and put him on B. Last time I gave King Crimson C for PvE and A for PvP. Nobody really said anything, but I will make it B for both PvE and PvP for him, because it depends on skill, B. Gold Experience Requiem. Last time I overglazed him, people said GR is suck for PvE, and now after rewatching I understand why. He doesn't own AoE moves, so now it's C for PvE and A for PvP. Overall, he's on B. Made in Heaven. No comment on my last ranking when it came to Made in Heaven, so I'll keep it the same as in the last ranking, C. Star Platinum the World. Nobody really complained, but I still think this 10 is not that strong. Overall, C for everything. Planet Shaper. People said that Planet Shaper is really bad for PvE, but nothing much about PvP. Since I know it's an old stand, I will say B for PvP and D for PvE. Overall, on C. Star Platinum. People said that I should put Star Platinum the World and Star Platinum higher, but I still don't see any valid reason on why. There are so many broken stands and specs, I can't see how Star Platinum is surviving in PvP or PvE, C for all. Killer Queen. I'm happy to say they changed Bites the Dust move, but the move is pretty decent. I would rather them to make it an evolution stand. But anyways, I gave him D last time and I was too harsh. So now C for everything. Shadow the World Requiem. Nobody complained, but I do want to change my mind. Last time I said A for everything, but that's too high for a Requiem stand, so B for everything. Star Platinum Requiem. I don't see any problem with this stand when it comes to PvE, but there are so many broken options for PvE, so I'll say C for everything as well. Sans. I don't think I ranked him correctly. I said S for PvP and B for PvE. Even though people did not complain, I will change that to A for everything. Shadow Dio. I don't see myself using this stand rather than evolving it. It could be a good PvE stand for beginners, but I will say this time B, because nobody complained. So, like before, I said he lacks of moves, and I still mean it. It doesn't necessarily make him a bad stand, but I still go with B for everything. The World High Voltage. Last time I ranked him D for PvP, and people complained about it. I didn't play this stand that much, so I guess I will give him B for both. People didn't really like the fact I ranked Yasuo D. Since nobody really said where it should be ranked, I will give him B for both. Yon. I'm a bit confused because some people said Yasuo is better than Yon, but I will keep him the same rank as before, B. Stainless. Last time I said he is D because I wanted to be logical. For the reason Stainless is usually pretty hard for use, but since people said Stainless has potential, I will put him on B. Dragon was not added the last time I ranked, but from what I know, he's mostly based on melee attacks. They are good, but I don't think he is that good in PvE. B. Mad Dog. Unlike Dragon, Mad Dog is pretty good for PvE, but in PvP he is a bit complex. Mad Dog falls under B. Broly. Last time I ranked him C in PvE, I was too harsh. I will give him A and I will put him on B. The World Over Heaven. I think my last ranking for the World Over Heaven was on place, to be honest, but people said that he's really good for PvP. So I will give him A for PvP this time and I will put him on B. T4C Love Train. I overglazed him when I think about it. T4C Love Train is indeed pretty good, but I don't think he's meta level. B. Crazy Diamond. I have no idea why nobody complained about my ranking on Crazy Diamond, but me putting him on A was a bad choice. Now I'll give him only C. Break Battle. I think that's the only spec I disagree with. Anybody that said my ranking on him is wrong. This spec is really weak and no, it's not strong in PvP. If I compare this to any spec, Break Battle is by far the worst spec to ever exist. Still going on D. Weather Report. As I said before, Weather Report is my favorite stand arrow in AUT. I like his moveset, I think he's very strong, but I can say that he is not meta, so I'll give him B. Whitesnake. Nobody complained about Whitesnake either. Whitesnake is still bans and most of his moves still ragdolls the user. C. Genshin. Same here, nobody said anything. Last time I gave him B for PvP and now I'll give him A, just because I know how fun and annoying this spec can be in PvP. A. Locke. I still hold my opinion on him, nobody really used Locke. He has weak moves and nobody complained either, so C. Reaper. I ranked Reaper in B tier for PvP and people disagreed. I guess I have no excuse for that. I didn't put too much focus on Reaper, but in that case, S for everything. Soul Survivor. I don't want to change anything, honestly, nobody said anything, so I'll stay with the previous ranking, because I don't know much about Soul Survivor than fighting against it. A. Asgore. He has no special abilities, but it doesn't mean he's bad, so I'll keep him on B. Base Vampirism and Dew Vampirism. People didn't disagree, although I've put the base on D, I want to higher him up to C, because they are both on the same level. C for both. Base Hammond. He's really not that good. I forgot to add him in the previous video, but yeah, he's on D. Joseph Hammond and Jonathan Hammond. They were both on D, but I want to put Joseph Hammond on B because people said it should be higher. Cursed Child. I think this pick is really good, you still need skill though. Same here, nobody complained, so A. Chrono Warden. Really good for Boundless Tower. Time stop move, many passives, nobody else complained, definitely A. Zeno. I think this non-canon stun is really powerful because of his damage. I want to put him on A, but since nobody complained for me putting him on B, I will not take any risk. B. Dragonite. Tinky spec, fine for both PvE and PvP, not meta, yet people did not complain about him being on A, so A. Suna. I said he is S for PvE and B for PvP. People said he is really good for PvP, so I'll make it A for PvP and I will put him on A. Core Claws. I haven't used him in a while, so I don't know for sure. I don't see many people use him either, so I might be downgrading him a bit, but this time I will put him on C. Cars. I overrated him on A, nobody said anything, but because I think Ultimate Lifeform is not meta anymore, I will put normal Cars on B. Casey. He is the same as Break Battle. Someone said Casey has one good combo, but it's nearly decent. Still on D. And the Mercenaries. So many people complained, and rightfully so. I made a mistake when I said he is good for PvP and probably not for PvE. I have no excuses, honestly, I haven't used him in a while, so now I understand. Instead of overglazing stuff again, I will just switch it for S for PvE and B for PvP, and I will keep him on A. Sid. I was a bit confused because I've put Sid on A last time, and people compared Sid to Sukuna. From what I've understood, Sid is really good for fast grinding like Sukuna and the Mercenaries, but he's not a boss killer like Reaper, from what people claimed. But I will hire Sid up to S. Luffy base and Gear 5. Luffy base will be on B. For Gear 5, I said A for PvE, and people said he is meta for PvE, so I'll hire him up to S for PvE and I will put him on A. Sukuna. I said before Sukuna is broken, and he's still broken. The only thing people complain is that I said he's B for PvE, so I'll change it to S. I know it was my fault, I forgot Sukuna had his domain expansion. Even though you get this after grinding non-stop for 20 or 19 masteries, I will still put him on S. Yuji. I gave A for both, but this time I'll lower his PvE to B and higher his PvP to S. Someone said that he has infinite combo, which I wasn't aware of, and most of his moves are single target, which is a good point, but overall it leaves him on A-, even though I don't give too much emphasis on pluses and minuses. Toji. People were mad that I've put Toji on the same tier as Sukuna, but now Sukuna is on S tier. I think Toji is A tier regardless. All the 3 acts are on D tier. And for Task Act 4, people said that I should put him higher for PvE. Most people said it's one of the best farming stands and that he's also good for PvP, so put him on S. Steel Spin. I think nobody complained, because as I said before, Steel Spin is not something you will want to use. Instead, you can just use Task Act 4, because they both work on infinite rotation, B. Umbra. Many people said Umbra is deadly in both PvP and PvE, and it wasn't just one comment. So last time I ranked him A for both, now it's S for both. Griffin. There was not a single comment about Griffin, so I think nobody plays this spec. But regardless, I will keep him at the same tier. He's really good if you like to mix between range combat to melee combat. B. OP. Really good for PvE. Again, I have no idea how well OP can do in PvP, so keep the same ranking as before. A. Soft and Wet. I don't know what has changed so far, because last time I ranked him C for everything. I want to rank him higher because I have a feeling he might be buffed, but I will keep it the same. Wonder Review. I did the same mistake I had with the Mercenaries, but this time with Wonder Review. A lot of people said he's really broken for PvP. Last time I ranked him C for PvP and S for PvE, so I'll just switch them and I will put him on A. Crystallized. Nobody really complained about Crystallized except this conversation. I think Crystallized is really good but not meta. Last time I said S in general, but I will lower him to A in general, even though I think Hyper Armor is insanely broken mechanic. Nuclear Star. Now I want to focus on this comment. This dude is talking about his American Horror Story, putting Nuclear Star with Assailant and Conjurer ? Now I did put Nuclear Star in the same tier with Conjurer and Assailant, but if he would specify the issue I could change it. I ranked Nuclear Star A in general. It was the only comment complained, so I don't know where to put him besides A. Conjurer and Assailant. Same here, nobody complained. I don't think one is better than the other in this case, it's just different combo styles, so I'll keep them at the same rank, A. I'm happy to say that this time people agreed with my ranking on Guts compared to the other comments, so I'll definitely keep him on the same tier, A. Delta. Even though not many people complain about me ranking Delta on S, I want to take it back, because I overglaze Delta. He is not meta no matter what you think. Yes, even though he has high damage moves, you need to hit them first, and he doesn't even own that many combos, A. Kara's Ultimate Lifeform. Same here, I overglazed him, because he was just added back then and I was impressed. Even after all the changes, I don't think he's bad at all. People use it one time and then think it's a boring spec. Not meta, but really good, A. All the specs from here on out are new and I didn't rank them on my previous video, so I will base my ranking here with my opinion. Continuing with Beowulf. I tried him only one time, he has a few moves and he's a bit boring. He's like Yuji but weaker. Not horrible, but decent, B. Virgil. I know most of his moves are single target and he could be really good in PvP with the right trait, but I don't know how well he can do in PvP. I will put him on A. Garou is fine. Decent for PvP, but I think Garou is weak in my opinion, because there are many specs that can demolish him pretty quick. C. A-Train. I think his questline was one of the most annoying to do back in the day he was added, but overall he's a pretty fun spec, not meta, but fighting A-Train player is pain in the ass. B. Aizen. I don't mind saying this spec seems pretty hard to use, but I guess with the right skill he could be deadly. A. Ichigo. Same here, really complicated spec with many forms. He seems pretty fun to use, so I guess he could go on A. Haweko. This thing has only 5 damaging moves with no hit requirement and no special abilities. I will put him on C. Quincy. He's currently underdeveloped, so I can't really rank him, but logically speaking he is not reliable at the moment. D. Stern Raider. He's fun to play and no hit requirement, which makes him a little bit spammy. He's more of a supporting spec for teamfights or Boundless Tower than something that will carry you. B. Chainsaw Hybrid. I haven't used him much, if not at all. He's really annoying, that's for sure. I can say that he has slow movements, which means that if you miss one of his moves, it could kill you quickly. B. Now we have all the Demon Slayer characters. I will be honest, I haven't managed to use them at all. Don't jump on me, but I will put all of them on D, and you could tell me in the comments where they should go. That was the tier list. I was XGB. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
それ